Okay, hi everyone. Today we're going to do some fluid art painting on a old CD that I have. I have taped off the back, and pardon my mess, but this is actually clean. My station gets very messy, you can imagine. So what I do is I just have a little dab of paint under here. It helps the CD to stick. So when I go to spin it on my spinner here, it's not going to go flying across the room. And yes, I have done that before. I try not to do that again. So today we're going to make a fluid art CD here, which is eventually going to turn into a clock. I love making these. They're so much fun. But I'm gonna see what I can come up with. I'm kind of just winging it here because I don't really have a design in mind today. I'm just kind of wanted to get a video out there. People could see how I create them. And when I'm done, I will go ahead and list everything that I used for my paints and so forth down in the description box under the video, so you can look at those in case you're interested in seeing what I used. So I don't know how this is going to come out. I haven't done any live videos before. So let's get started. Oh, let's just see what happens. How about that? Some paint on here and get going. So the paint I just laid down there is Liquitex Basics Phthalo Blue, and my recipe for my paints will also be down in the description, but it's basically an 80-40-30 mixture, which is Floetrol paint and water. The next color I choose is going to be a white. I'm just going to lay it right here in the middle. Kind of swirl it around here. Kind of going in a circular motion here. I have no idea what CD this is. I don't know who that is. I think it said David Foster and Friends. I've never heard of him, so I don't know who that is. Yeah, if we spin it around, you can actually read it. Okay, now I'm going to use some Artist Loft Violet paint. I'll put this right on top. I like purple, in case you didn't notice. Okay, I'm just trying to get the paint to kind of stay kind of in the middle. The next paint I'm going to use, actually, I was going to use Magenta, but you know what? I think I'm going to add some really cool paint here. It's a color shift paint, which is a lot of fun. It's called Aqua Flash. And it changes color depending on the lighting and the way that you're viewing it. So it's pretty cool when it dries. Gives off a neat effect. These are really fun. So I think I'm going to put some of this down, and then the magenta. Like I said, I'm not sure what's going to happen here. Never used all these colors together before, so it's kind of new for me. But it's fluid art. These techniques, you never know what's going to happen half the time anyway. That's the fun of it. Kind of go with the flow. Alright, that looks pretty cool. So what I'm going to do now is I have this toothpick here. I'm just going to go ahead and pop some of these air bubbles. It's only a couple, not too many. I'm going to grab some of this phthalo blue that I put down first. I'm going to put some of this around the edges here, the CD. Just so that when I blow on the paint, and it has something to grab onto, and it kind of spreads out. The spinner really comes in handy. It can get quite messy, but it's a lot of fun. Okay, so there's that. Maybe just tilt this a little back to the middle. Just trying to even it out a little bit here. Okay. Go. Now when I set up my phone to record, it's a little low to my painting here. There's not a lot of distance. So I may have to move this so that I can blow on it without hitting my head. Okay, next time I'm going to put it up a little bit higher. So now I'm going to put on here my cell activator. Today I think I'm going to use black. Black cell activator. Just shaking it. My black cell activator is actually Amsterdam Oxde Black. I'm going to put that right in the center, and then I'm going to blow on it. So I'm going to move this way a little bit. Bear with me. I will move it back afterwards. Okay. All right, we have that all blown out. Now we're gonna let it sit a minute. I'll move this back. Hopefully it's centered for you on the phone. And we'll see what happens. Got some cool cells coming up over here. I think I blew a little too hard over here. I kind of, yeah, right here. I feel like the paint kind of blew off on me instead of just over. Does that make sense? I was trying to blow the paint up over the other paint. And sometimes if you blow too hard, the paint will just fly right off. I'm gonna pop these air bubbles here, because if you don't, they'll leave these funky dots in your painting. As it rises up from underneath. You tend to get these air bubbles, so you can see the white paint. Don't have too many bubbles, there's only a few. You see those when I just popped them? You see what happened? The white paint from underneath was rising up, and it was creating air bubbles. Ah, there's a heart. Did not mean to do that, but there you go. Thanks for watching my video. He's really new at these videos, so I appreciate it. Please subscribe to the channel if you are interested in my art, and like the videos so that they can be seen by others and my channel will grow. I really appreciate that. I'm gonna have a lot more videos to come. Obviously my channel is brand new, so I've only got a few up here, but look at all these amazing cells coming through. That is really cool. See, it's just been sitting a minute while I pop bubbles, and the paint is doing its thing. I don't particularly like these big white blobs here, so I'm gonna try to like wipe them off. So, that's pretty. I think I'm going to spin it to show you what happens. The cells start to expand This side is really cool. You can see that. Maybe I can give you a little bit of a close-up here. See, my CD is stuck to my cup because of the paint underneath. So let me pick up the whole cup. And I can't see what you're seeing, so I don't know if you can see that, but I'm trying to move it so you can see the color shift paint and the different areas, the different lighting. You see all sorts of different things. Pretty cool. All right, so I got that back in the middle. I'll wipe my hands off a bit. And we will give it a spin. Wow, this is really pretty. The middle. Look around the middle. That must be the Aqua Flash and purple there. That's really pretty. Oh, I love these colors. All right, here goes. Let's see. Hope it don't make you dizzy. And so the paint's starting to come off the sides here a little bit. I'm just gonna do this around the edges a little bit to get it going. Sort of helps it along. If you do this. All right, there we go. All right, spin it again. Now I got paint coming off the sides. It's starting to drip down underneath. Yeah, see how the pink and everything's starting to spread out? Because it's spreading out as you spin, the paint sort of spreads. The edges fall off, obviously, and the rest of it starts to spread out towards the edges. The heart's still there. See? All right, well, let's go again and we'll do a little more spinning. I really love this side. I wish the whole thing looked like this. But that's the beauty of this art form. You never really know what you're gonna get. Kind of like Forrest Gump, a box of chocolates. You never really know what you're gonna get. Life is like a box of chocolates. All right, well, this is really pretty, I gotta say. So the center part here, obviously we're gonna lose that because that's where the my clock mechanism will go in the center. But everything right outside that center hole and everything else you will see. So because that's actually a piece of tape, so that comes off. But this is pretty cool. This is amazing. That side right there is so pretty. I'm gonna do this again. I'm gonna do it and not blow quite so hard and use a little less magenta maybe. I'll leave it out completely. All right, I'm gonna give it one more spin. Well, that was kind of a big spin. I'm not sure why I spun so big, but I did. Oh, this is so pretty. So now, what's happening? That phthalo blue, the first paint I laid down, is starting to come up. See here? It's coming through. We got some Aqua Flash coming through. Getting some cool effects the more I spin. Maybe I can get more on this side to come off. Oh, that would be cool. All right, let's do one more. Okay, that was a big spin. We got stuff splattering everywhere in the box, thankfully. All right. Okay, that's cool. The magenta is outlining the black. That's pretty. Well, what do you think? I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna do another one. I'm gonna do another one and not blow so hard. And I'm hoping it all comes out more like this instead of like this. So that's that. Let me bring the phone down for a close-up. There we go. I'm trying to get the lighting right so we can see it. There we go. That part's really pretty. This side's pretty too, it's just different. But this section here, oh, my favorite, in this part here. Really cool. All right, well, that's it. Till next time, subscribe if you would please, and hit the like button. I'd really appreciate that. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.